Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird, wonderful world. I'm just going live for an impromptu live chat, just talking about whatever music. I bought a new CD, and plus, I want to give a review of a couple of the new CDs I bought. So I'm just going to hold on just a few moments and see if anybody's going to show up. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to continue for a little bit. I'm planning on going for maybe about an hour and a half, and whatever you want to talk about, only if it's music related, of course. I'm just sticking to music. That's all I want to do. Now, just before starting this, I went and had a bowl of noodles, and it was spicy, okay, but compared to the that last chip, it was it was mild. Like, so I just finished up that, so I wanted to have something in my stomach before I do this little live chat. I didn't want to go halfway through and be like, no, I'm getting hungry now. Nope. So I'm going to just get started here with talking about a couple of days ago on Friday, went to go see Moon Tunes. And of course, the opening band, Mike Trask, and they were wonderful. And so I have just played those two albums twice. I played them twice. Once in the earphone, once in the stereo, and then another time in the earphones. Both. I like this one better, Elephant Wizard, a little bit more than the self-titled album. This is the self-titled album called Les Moon Dunes, and pretty good band. But this one here again, Scott Lade from the Prog Corner should check these out 100%. So it's a Sunday night. People are probably going to be busy tonight. I mean, it's not the best time for me to do a live chat, but as soon as I get a few more people on here, I'll show you guys what I got. My new hello. I got somebody watching. Yeah, I have a new CD I want to be doing a grand opening of as soon as I get a few more people watching. Yeah, just went to Frank's Music today and bought it brand new, and I'm pretty excited to have it. Just one CD, and then I'm going to be giving a couple of reviews of what I bought in this weekend, which is a couple of local, two CDs from a local artist here, and is a group. It's like 7 to 8 people in the group, and yeah. So I'm just here for whatever music talk you want to do. Leave me something in the chat so I can talk about. Uh, so yeah, anything you guys want to talk about. I'm just waiting for some more people to show up. I know people know that I'm going to be going live. I wanted to go earlier, but I had some running around to do, and I had to go out a couple of times to get some stuff I needed because I didn't have a chance the last couple of days. It was supposed to pour. It was supposed to rain all day, and it didn't. So yeah. So this one is a lot heavier than this one, okay? But if you ever get a chance to listen to these somehow, this one here has such a very relaxed, easygoing mood to it. It's such a yeah. This one here is such a great album to put on if you're having a little dinner party and you want some good background music for people like that will be enjoyable and people could mingle with it. I mean, it's so non-obtrusive but it was so good though. It was still really a great album. But this one here it is a little bit more heavier. I'm not even close to being like heavy metal or anything like that. But it is a little bit of a heavier album. It has such great tracks, such a great flow. It has pretty decent sound for a maritime band. I'm not sure if they're from Moncton exactly. I think they're more from the area, maybe Memram Cook or something like that. And, in the Maritimes here. But yeah, they were a fantastic band. That I so and yeah, I really enjoyed these. I'm going to be playing these a lot more often, pretty much along with my Planet of Song or my Dugasto Bitch album, which is really awesome. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed out. There's not as many people in the chat as I would like. So, well, yeah, I'm going to hold off on the on. Excuse me, I'm going to hold off on the new CD until I get just a few more people interested. I'm not going anywhere, so it'll be interesting when people come back and check it out. I will give you a hint though, maybe. Yeah, and I'll go get some of the other stuff from that band just so we can talk more about it. I'm really impressed with it. Yeah, yeah. So oh yeah, I was mentioning what I had from this, and I forgot to mention one of them. So my collection of this is growing. So okay, I might as well let you guys know if I don't get too many people in the chat, I just might just present this and call it you know a night and attempt to oh my gosh an attempt to is from that sauce from the noodles I had. Okay, and I'll attempt to do some more lives next weekend too because I do want to be doing more live streaming as much as possible. Oh, there we go. Hello, Ethan. So, yep. There's another person watching. That's good. That's good. Yep. There's enough people right here, so I can start proceeding. Today, I went to Frank's Music, and going to Frank's, I went and picked up some Frank. I got Frank Zappa at Frank's Music, and so I'm going to be opening that. As you may know, the last one I had bought was Grand Wazoo, which I also bought at Frank's Music. I had previously the first thing I had ever bought was Joe's Garage Acts 1, 2, and 3. I forgot to mention that to somebody today when I was mentioning what Frank Zappa's I had. But yeah, I definitely have that and love it. I really do love the Grand Wazoo. It's such another yeah, they're pretty equal to me. Also, what was gifted to me, what was gifted to me was Hot Rats, which I still love also. Only in it for the money, which I love also. And then I got Cheap Thrills and Son of Cheap Thrills, which I really love. Cheap Thrills. This is such a good. It's a compilation, of course, but it has such great stuff on it. Like it's all like some of the best stuff of Frank Zappa. So of course I'm going to love that a lot. But I am so looking forward to opening this now. Oh, hello, Johnny. Yeah, hello. That's Metal Guru 85. Yep, that's the MG stands for Metal Guru. So awesome. So, I mean, you're talking about one size fits all, right, Ethan? Yeah, I hope. Yeah, I'm going to be listening to that later. I've never heard it. I've never heard a lick off of this. So I'm very much looking forward to it. After the talk, once we're done, I'm going to be probably maybe just laying down and putting the headphones on, putting it in the stereo, and giving this a go. So there's enough people here. I'm going to actually open it, and if people don't catch it while I'm live, they can watch me later. I'm going to be posting this after for sure. So I gave it just enough of a cut in there to open it up. My new CD. I love getting new CDs. Doesn't matter if it's just one or 10. You know, I'm a collector. first and foremost, because I love music, and unlike Larry, right now I'm nowhere near ready to get rid of any of my CDs. Doesn't matter if I think I'll play them or not. I just love the idea of having them. It is a cool cover. You know, it looks like a comfy couch. It does. It looks like you just sink right into it. So and there of course this is not there's nothing in there that's actually real. It's all a really beautiful painting. I can tell that I mean it looks almost realistic in some sense. Like when I was seeing this cover, when people were showing this on their YouTube channel, it looked like real object. It looks like a real hand. It looks like a real couch. It's only now that I have it in my hand, looking at it, that I can tell that it's really fantastic artwork. Okay, so now it's time for me to open it. That's what the yeah, with the constellations on it and everything. That's the label, and some more constellation underneath. That's awesome. Um, so I think, oh, whoa, okay. Oh, I like that. I like that. So I can examine it and leave it. Okay. Not only is it full lyrics on this side, which is awesome. I'm pretty happy with that. Full lyrics. I also, yeah, on this side, it's actually a bigger a bigger blow up of the covers so that I can actually see the details a lot better. That's pretty fantastic. Yeah, I like that. And that's not even so that and you got their actual cover still in there, That was just a insert with the actual cover. So I love that. That is genius. That is the artist thinking about the listener and and having the experience. Yeah, so it's just a one card, just to have that cover, so that the cover can stay there while you can enjoy the cover as it's sitting there while you're sitting back reading the lyrics. I like that. I like that. I don't think I've seen anybody else kind of do it that way before. And just that, so that, because there's the front cover and the back cover, right? But now I got it much bigger so I can actually look at the detail. Because I was thinking to myself, it'd be nice if I had a closer picture of that so I can look at the detail. Wouldn't that be awesome? Oop. And Zappa I never got into, but can't say I've heard enough of him to judge fully. Oh yeah, yeah, because there are some of his albums that people consider silly in that, but for me, like yeah, you gotta listen to stuff like hot. You have to listen to Hot Rats. You have to listen to Grand Wazoo. You know, they're a lot more accessible, much more accessible than say even this. This I really like it, but there's a lot to it. It's a it's an investment to sit through, but it's worth going through, definitely. Well, hello, baby owl. Yeah, thank you for joining me. Excellent. So I got two of. Why am I all horsed up right now? It's because of that noodles I was having earlier. But yeah, we got Johnny, Metal Guru 85, and Baby Owl 75. Two of my most loyal subscribers. It's always awesome to have you guys here. Ethan too. I love Ethan's been commenting in that a lot, so that's awesome. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, absolutely. Check out the and apostrophe, also apostrophe. So, so I heard this one, especially from Larry Graves. I heard this one was a good one to check out. So yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked on that for sure, for sure. Oh, I'm gonna keep this going. Yes, actually, I really love that. That's probably one of the top three, if not the best song on this for sure. On Joe's Garage. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. It's called yeah, Watermelon in Easter Hay. Yeah, in Easter Hay. So it's instrumental. So it's really it's really good. It's worth checking out. Hard to describe. It's just something, and listening to it in the context of the full album, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I was told that if you're cutting it in chapters, if you didn't want to listen to it all at once, right? Chapter um, Act One stops right after Lucy has messed my mind up. So when it comes to Scrutinizer postlude, that is where it starts with Act Two. Yeah, I was informed about that. Mhm. So, anything else you guys want me to talk about? Any other bands or something? But I could talk about Zappa. I'm still learning. I'm still learning about Zappa. I just bought that, just opened it, so I'm not familiar with it yet. But yeah, these I still need to play more, but I have played for Cheap Thrills. Cheap Thrills, if you're going for a compilation, this is a nice place to also start. If you just want to get a whole bunch of really cool Frank Zappa songs in you, I would suggest this one here, the first Cheap Thrills. Son of Cheap Thrills is good too. You know, that might be another place to go. But Cheap Thrills for sure, absolutely. I was pretty impressed with that. How rocking how rocking and how interesting it is. I really get into that one. Um, what else have I been listening to lately? What did I listen to just recently today? Uh, did I listen to anything today? I don't think I listened to anything today, but I know I listened to something yesterday. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. I was playing those. I was playing those. Those are so yeah. Local band from the Maritimes here. It's probably not easy to get at the moment, but this is a French local band that I really, really enjoyed watching play live Friday night. So yeah, so I give these a good eight, a good 9 out of 10 each. No, actually, I'll give this a higher rating of a 9.5 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoy these, but this is definitely a 9 out of 10. And oh yeah, I know it's predominantly a music channel, but there will be a comeback of cooking. I want to, yeah, yeah. Most stories, I do want to tell some more stories. I want to make sure that I'm not repeating stories that I've already talked about before. I could, you probably give a new angle on it. Yeah, yeah, I could do those. The hot chicken and cheap and easy meal options. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could do those. I could do those too. Um, I've been kind of splurging a little bit more on fast food lately, in that, but I got to get back to doing more homework. You know, I just had a couple of ramen noodles. They're pretty cheap and it's pretty easy meal. So and it's one of those ramen noodles that has all those little separate packets. It's not just one little package. You have like five different little. packets where you're getting all your cool flavors and sauces and everything. I prefer those ones than like the Mister Noodle, which is just a little like a little packet of powder. So I like the stuff with the extra flavor. Oh yeah, yeah. If it's the good ramen noodles, I don't go for the cheap stuff anymore. I don't go for like the dollar ones. I go for like I said, one with the packets that has the extra flavor. So yeah, I am still willing to do more challenges. Not like somebody suggested me doing the 5 nut challenge or something super sour. And I'm going to actually look into ordering that the last chip challenge for my brother. I want to see how he does. I'm sure he will not have milk afterwards. He'll be able to do it, not make any face, not be in sweating or in tears. I tell you, when it comes to hot foods, my brother, yeah, my brother can handle it way more than I can. So I want to get another one of them. I don't care if it costs $20 or $25 or whatever. Yeah, I want to see my brother do it, and I want to film it on my channel for sure, definitely, because because yeah, because what was it like last year? I had made some really spicy chicken, and I couldn't eat the whole thing. I was having like chest palpitations and like and it was intense. It was intense, and so I scared my uncles and aunts and that when they saw me do it. So they were like, "Ah, don't do stuff like that." It's like, okay, okay, but yeah, I'm not opposed to doing some more challenges. Absolutely not. That would be fun. Yeah, exactly. And the rules is you need to have them all without liquid. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know. I should have tried holding out on that milk with the last chip challenge as long as I possibly could. But oh wow, it was the intensity was just starting to ramp up, and like it was getting harder and harder and harder as it was sitting there, because I mean I had chewed it up and I was swallowed. I swallowed it. I didn't have any more of the chip in my mouth, but like what was in there was just heating up and heating up. Like it wasn't dissipating. Because usually it has a half life, like where at that moment it is as hard no, but it was weird. It kept on ramping up, and it's like, but I do want to try. I do want to try to hold off on it as much as possible. Yeah, no, it's something I'm proud of myself for doing, because me too. I thought for the longest time before I ever did any type of hot food or anything that I wasn't going to be able to handle it. I just want to show you something. Okay, I'm saving this package and everything. I think it's awesome. Oops. And now I hope it won't fall. It's not. Yeah, it's not going to fall out. I had felt that when I was opening that there was just a tiny piece of chip. I'm going to have to wash my hands because I'm touching this with my hand. But there is a tiny piece of that chip left still in the pouch that I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to touch. So I got to be careful. Like I can't touch my face now. I can't touch anything else. I'm going to put that away. But what I do have that I'm going to yeah, I am going to I do have a little bit in there. Some to rub my hands from that hot sauce because I just touched the chip with my bare hands. That should kill it a little bit. And I'm proud of myself for that. Yeah, thank you. Because I'm sure a lot of people didn't go as far as I did, and I know DJ Khaled couldn't do it. No, he's like on the hot ones. He stopped after three. He stopped after three. Like I had to roll my eyes at that. Yeah, yeah. But I wanted. I really did want to try to go a full 5 minutes without drinking that milk. I tried. I wanted to, but yeah, it just got started to get just a little too spicy. Like it was heating up. So yeah, no, I'm glad I did it. I wouldn't have. Yeah, I wouldn't have missed that for the world. It was a great experience. I believe it or not, I actually enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it, and the chip didn't actually taste all that bad. It actually had a kind of uh, a pleasant a little sweet tang behind it there that you could sense. I mean, with the heat, but there was a nacho. I could smell it. There was like a good Doritos nacho chip flavor to it that it still had, like that was still carry. Yeah, it wasn't an awful taste. Oh, by the way, if I didn't show you guys yet. I bought a new Anthrax shirt today for $10. About no, well, $11 at Giant Tiger here in Canada. We have a little chain of stores called Giant Tiger. Yeah, I saw they had this Anthrax T-shirt for $11. So it's like, yeah, I had to buy that. It says Soldiers of Metal, and at the bottom it says Fight to the Death. So yeah, I wanted an Anthrax shirt for a long time. So yeah, decided to get it. So that's why I'm wearing that right now because I just bought that today, just before coming back. Oh yeah, I have a pretty decent selection. There's still more that I want to get. As much as I love Joey Belladonna, he's of course the quintessential singer for Anthrax. I actually don't mind at all, like the other singer, like that started with this Sound of White Noise in that. I thought he did a great job. I don't have any of that stuff yet, but I do have a pretty decent collection of Anthrax albums. Yeah, let me go through that actually. Well, that's a good idea. Here's everything I have from Anthrax. I have to have the original stuff, you know. It is an awesome shirt. I really do love it. That because the fist is that fist right there, you know, pretty much. So this is the like the start with Fistful of Metal and Armed and Dangerous. I mean, I'm glad I have them both on that. Um, I have this box set called Aftershock that has Spreading the Disease Among the Living, State of Euphoria, and Persistence of Time with 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 the extras here. When I was doing like well, a week ago, when I was doing my multiples that I own on a CD episode, I completely forgot that I actually do have multiples of these. Not because not only do I have it on that, I actually have them separately too, just because of the extra packaging. Mm. Oh, what? Oh, you gotta head off. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm. Have a great day. Have a great shift. And I'm so happy that you showed up here. It's always awesome interacting with you. I will talk to you later. I have to leave my request for the trash talkers pretty soon, so I'll let you know about that there soon. So excellent. Have a great night. And yeah, catch you later. Metal Guru 85. Oh yeah, again, both of them they go way back with the Trash Talkers and Tool Tuesdays and all that cool stuff. So never really got anything after Persistence of Time and the last two albums. Yeah, I didn't get to that yet. I have this one here, Worship Music, which is my most recent one, and of course I have For All Kings, which I really do enjoy. They're both with Joey Belladonna. Well, excuse me, they're both with Joey Belladonna, and I think they're fantastic. I like it. So, boom. Apparently, a new album for them is coming out soon. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'm going to get all the Anthrax, even the stuff without Joey, because like I said, I really do like Sound of White Noise. I think that is a pretty good album. I mean, I remember when the single from it, Only, had come out, and I really enjoyed that. I thought that was great. So yeah, I do want to get some new Anthrax. Yeah, so when I saw that T-shirt at Giant Tiger for only $11, it's like I couldn't pass up. I couldn't pass it up. They actually had some pretty cool stuff. They had a couple of cool ACDC shirts. They had a pretty cool Megadeth shirt. I almost got two, but I only need to get one. So Anthrax it was. I had some choices, but Anthrax kind of won out above them all. 'Cause I like the way it looks. It's a nice shirt. Look at that. It's cool. Oh yeah, I'm so looking forward to getting into this tonight. So, because it was a toss up between this one and okay, it was going to be either one size fits all or Overnight Sensations. I had a choice. They were both the exact same price. I had them both in my hands, and I knew I was going to get one or the other. And so I asked Kelly, who was proprieting at he was behind the counter at Frank's Music. Which one would you choose? And so ultimately, she says you could go either one. You're both awesome, but she had chosen the one size fits all for me. So yep. So that's what I got. And for those who may not be aware what's on it, oh, I also got some. I had glasses like this before, and you've seen lately I've been wearing these glasses here. So these are my work glasses, but I had to wear them for about a week or so because my other ones got damaged. But now I got another pair of the good pair. I like these kind of glasses better, and I also got a backup pair too. Again, I bought them at Giant Tiger. I went there specifically for that, but came out with the Anthrax shirt. Wasn't planning on buying that. Yeah, I am going to get it. I am going to get it. It's on my list. Same thing with apostrophe. I will be getting apostrophe also. Those are high on my list of the next ones I want to get. But I knew it had to be one of those, like either apostrophe, overnight sensation, or one size fits all. So, but this kind of won out. So that's what I got this one for. So yeah. Again, bring up any subject. So like I brought up the anthrax, so I had to talk more about the what I have in anthrax. But it totally slipped my mind that yeah, I have extras. I have doubles of these, so multiples. Like I was saying last week with my my episode. How did I forget those? So, anybody have any other questions? I still want to go for, at least another 25 minutes for a good hour. I don't think I need to go live for longer than an hour. It's just to give you guys an opportunity to ask me what you want about music. I mean, if you want to bring up some other ideas for my videos, go ahead too. I'm open to suggestions. Oh, see right there. There's a great question. What have I been listening to lately? Well, like I had said before, I've been listening to. Well, yeah. What have I been listening to? I've been listening to the Ween. I like the pod. I listened to that Jordy Griep another time. As much as I was, you know, thought thought it was a challenging listen, the the more I keep wanting to go back to it because it's just, yeah, I'm actually liking it more and more. I it's At first I was so put off by some of the quirkiness in the singing, but now I'm actually enjoying it when you can anticipate what's coming up sometimes. You know, it's like video games. There's always two modes of play. There's the first time you play a video game and you're just learning about how to get through it and everything. And then there's and that could be very fun. But then there's a different fun when you know it and you can go through it and you can pick out this and pick out that, and you have much more, a wider understanding of the world that you're inhabiting. Well, I find music is the same way. When you're listening to more music, like stuff that you're not sure of. Like there was that Who album that I had a while back that I was so disappointed with. But I should have kept that. I should have kept that. I should have gave it much more of a chance that I did. Because it didn't. To me, what put me off on that newest Who album was that it didn't sound anything really like their old stuff. It didn't have any of that charm. There was one song that was pretty good. But it was a bonus track. It was the second bonus track at the end. So it was like, I don't know. I didn't see myself wanting to go back to it, but I should have probably tried. You know, because yeah, I've been listening to whatever I can, mostly new stuff. But yeah, but like last night, I'm going to be listening to more of this Moon tunes. And I really wish, again, I want to say it one more time. I wish Scott Lade from the Prog Corner can check out this band because I'm sure he would love it. All right. Oh, yep. Good questions. My my favorite movie in the last 12 months. Ah, and to bring it back, my favorite soundtrack of all time. Now, I don't know. There's some really great soundtracks that I've always truly loved. I'm biased, but I like that. The Fight Club soundtrack that I have with the Dust Brothers. Of course, I have Batman soundtrack, and I do have Purple Rain. That's a soundtrack. But soundtracks that I wouldn't mind getting would be like American Graffiti soundtrack or the Forrest Gump soundtrack. I think there's a lot of good songs on those. Um, uh, I like, yeah, that those kind of soundtracks. What else? I do like the John Williams scores too. There's some really good John Williams scores. There's even a couple of even Star Trek symphony scores that I like, movie soundtrack scores that I would love. The How haunting! Like the first time I heard the opening theme for Star Trek First Contact, that the movie where with the getting, they go back in time the the to help launch the Phoenix for the first warp drive with Zephram Cochrane, where the Borg attack and everything, and that opening song, that opening soundtrack, it gave me chills for the first couple of times that I've ever heard it. So yeah, there's a few of those kind of movie soundtracks I would love to get. Some of the old Star Wars, anything Star Wars, Star Trek, um, Indiana Jones, like basically anything John Williams or John Williams esque. You know that stuff I do love. So yeah, some of that stuff there. Movies though, what my favorite movie I saw in the last 12 months? Unfortunately, I have not been going to see movies. I've been so busy either working. Now, I haven't had the chance to go see movies in like since I quit the movie theater because I worked at the movie theater for 12 and a half years. I seen a lot of movies in my time. I have quite a few. I have way over 100 movie posters, which I need to probably start getting rid of some of those. And but I've been ever since I been you know out of the movie out of the movie industry, from that end. I haven't had an opportunity to go see movies or watch movies lately, so I couldn't really tell you what some of my favorite stuff in the last couple of years. Okay, the last couple of movies that I really love would be the animated movies of the Spider-Man, the Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. I'm just waiting for that third one, Beyond the Spider-Verse. If there's any movie I want to go see, would be that. I really wish I would have been able to go see Wolverine versus Wolverine and Deadpool. I really wish I would have gone and seen that. Um, but I actually might want to go see that new Superman movie. If I do go see anything, it would probably be that. That looks interesting to me, and especially in 3D because I am so desperately needing to go see a 3D movie. That would be that yeah. I haven't seen a 3D movie in a while, and that is my favorite thing about like my favorite movie thing of all time is going to see through 3D movies. Yeah. Um, my three favorite examples. I don't have it handy at the moment, so I can't really get them. But some of my favorite experiences in 3D movies that I went to go see. Oh yeah, they're the best for me. Is what they and okay, me and my brother were talking about 3D movies and how nowadays it's just basically like you're looking into the world like through a window. But in the past, when they were using the red and green in the heyday of 3D movies, things used to come out of the screen a whole lot more, and it should be more like that. They should be doing more dynamic, coming out of the screen, and that they keep it safe, they keep it all within the normal perspective range that that you see in real life, which is awesome. But I think sometimes they need to go a little bit further out. Two of my favorite experiences for 3D movies was that documentary by Peter Jackson that he restored all that 100-year-old World War I footage. Yeah, it was World War I footage. It's They Shall Not Grow Old. It was a cool little documentary where they colorized and even put sounds and all that, and it was such an awesome experience. They played it only for one night only. So I had to go see it. The first time they played in that night, so they only two showings that one night only. The first time they played it was in 3D, and the second time they played it was in 2D. And I went to see both shows. I had to go see it twice because I needed to see that movie, especially in 3D. That it was like you were there. If you felt like they did such a fantastic job in their restoration of it, that I felt like I was just right there. I was captivated. It's one of my favorite little documentaries I've seen in quite a while. And that was, I think, 20 2014, 2015, or something like that. It was a while back. I can't remember the date, but I do have the DVD of it here. And if you stayed until the end of it, they included the documentary at the same time. So in the theater, you stayed until the end of the credits, and there was a documentary. it was fantastic. You can still get it on DVD, but it'll pale in comparison to actually seeing it in 3D because they nailed that 3D aspect of it. Like, yeah, I had chills. I had chills up my spine the whole time watching it. Like, it was so awesome and riveting, and it put you right there. It put you right there. You felt like you could smell the Agent Orange or the whatever they were using at the time. So yeah, and my second favorite experience of 3D movies was when they had a re-release of Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic Park in 3D. So all these years loving Jurassic Park and seeing it in 2D, 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 then going to be able to see it in 3D for the first time, and the 3D they did a fantastic job. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. And I've seen the movie hundreds of times because it's one of my all time. It's in my top 10 favorite movies of all time for sure. So to be able to see Jurassic Park for the first time in 3D, and like it was, and yeah, I think it was the 25th anniversary edition. Yeah, that was awesome. Bringing it back in 3D into the theaters, awesome, awesome, awesome. I was also a big. Oh, yeah, it's in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Absolutely, yeah, it has to be. But also another cool thing was I remember when the first Hobbit movie, the Peter, when Peter Jackson was done with all the. Oh yeah, they did. They brought it back in 3D, and I got to see it in 3D and in the theater. Yeah, it was this. It's tied with the They Shall Not Grow Old as being some of my favorite 3D stuff in I've ever seen. I mean, especially when you're in that field and they're running away from the Gallimimus. They're flocking they're flocking towards us like a flock of birds. Well, seeing them going around the people and seeing it in actual 3D. Yeah, yeah, it was just like, it was so heartwarming. But seeing the first Hobbit in the high frame rate, they played the first Hobbit, and the movement it was giving people motion sickness, and a lot of people didn't like it, so that's why they didn't do that. Oh, that would be in IMAX. Yeah. Was it in 3D? That would have been extra special. If you would have been able to see that in IMAX and in 3D, that would be special. But no, even just on IMAX alone, even without the 3D, I would I would see that. I would love to go see that. Excellent. That would be cool. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Almost like being there because it's on IMAX. IMAX is on such a huge screen. It would be just like being there. It would. So that's a great experience. I love IMAX. So all right, moving right along here, and I have to get a new mouse. My mouse is I lost the bottom of it while it broke, so I have to get a new mouse. I have a new mouse here somewhere, but I don't know where I put it. I have to find it and open up the package and use it. But I know I had bought one. I just don't know where I put it. It sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't. So yeah. Anything else you want to know? Yeah, when it comes to movies, I am sorely behind on movies and TV shows. There's so many TV shows. Like I have the first season of Star Trek Lower Decks here. It's probably some of my favorite Star Trek stuff. I'm a huge Star Trek nerd. Oh, It also helps that Pink Floyd's performance was just excellent. Well, yeah, I love Pink Floyd. There's a lot of good Pink Floyds. In fact, that's what I need to listen to again very soon. I need to listen to. I have. Oh, I gotta go get it. Yeah, let me go get my Pink Floyd. Yeah, this is what I have for Pink Floyd so far. Of course, the debut. I need to get Umagama. Or yeah, I need to get that one for sure. I keep getting recommended to me. And the Pink Floyd, The Wall, and I got the Division Bell. That's I was just trying to remember. I need to listen to this again because I do enjoy it. I know it's good, and I did buy it for a reason. Because I do like Pink Floyd and I want to get more into Pink Floyd, I need to get Dark Side. I need to get Dark Side of the Moon. Absolutely. That has to be next on my list somehow. So I need to do a list of my what I would call my more immediate albums that I need to get because I remember when I made my list of bands that I needed to get, and right at the top of the list was Black Sabbath because I had none at that moment. And then I said, well, and then what did I do? I just went and jumped right headfirst into it and started buying all the albums that I could. And of course, thanks to Larry Graves for helping me out and giving me what I still consider my favorite one of the Black Sabbath albums. He, I got that in the mail from Larry Graves, and I sincerely thank him again from the bottom of my heart. That was awesome of him. You know, I want to do more artwork for him now. I'm still doing artwork for Glenn Calloway from the basement. Again, I haven't gotten in touch with Glenn Calloway because I wanted to know if he's going to stop in on his way back from his vacation to Prince Edward Island. Because he's going to be going right by Moncton here. If the timing is right, I can get to meet Glenn. Hopefully, and I'm hoping, and then I can give him one of the artworks that I've already finished. I'm still working on the other ones because I want four in all to give him. But I'm done one. I'm almost done a second one. So once I get I got to get to drawing them. I haven't been drawing in the last couple of weeks, but I'm dying to get back into it. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do a little later tonight when I'm listening to when I'm listening to the Frank Zappa. And I am going to be listening to the Frank Zappa again. Like yeah, well, I mean, again, I for the first time, I just opened it earlier. Once I put that on, I want to get into drawing, and I'm going to give you a clue of what I'm drawing for. Well, I can't. I don't want to show you. 'Cause I don't want to spoil it for Glenn in there. And plus, it's not done yet, so it doesn't look good at all. Okay, I want to. If I'm going to show you guys, I want to show you when it's done. It's only like maybe 60% done, but I am drawing a picture of Billy Strings for Glenn Calloway because I know he's a big fan of Billy Strings, so that's what I'm working on. I already did a picture. I'll show you this picture, you know. And Glenn Calloway, if you're going to be watching this, turn away. I don't want you seeing what I'm sending you or going to give you if I meet you. But I did that for the Grateful Dead for you already. It's fine detail with pens and everything. So that is done for you. I'm ready to get it to you, but hopefully you don't get to see this until you. I want you to be surprised. I still want you to be surprised. So hopefully you're not seeing that. All right. I've gone 54 minutes. I'm going to go for about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to call it, or longer. It depends. If people are interested and keep asking me questions, I might stay longer. Thank you very much, Ethan. I'm very very proud of it, and I'll show you the pen I used on it too. Okay, like for with that skeleton. Okay, you see all that little. it's hard to see with my camera. It's not the best of cameras for that, but you can see there's a lot of fine detail. I'm using a this micro I'm using this micro Pigma pen. It's a 0.005, so it's like a super fine tip on it. There's no way the camera's going to see that properly. But yeah, you can see it's a micro tip. So here I am. Sometimes with a magnifying glass. I have a magnifying glass, and I'm using that to magnify it so I can get some fine detail in there. But I love it. I think it's awesome. And oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm only going for another 5 more minutes then, and I'm going to call it myself. But yeah, no, I love hanging out with you guys. Thank you for showing up and hanging out with me. That's the whole purpose of that, of doing this. And I will be doing this more often for sure. Today is my day off, so I'm not gonna, I wasn't working today, so I was able to do something like this for you guys. So yeah, absolutely. I am going to be going live way more often in the future for sure, for sure. So everybody, yeah, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, okay, this is for the people who are watching after the fact. I know everybody here right now is subscribed, of course, because they're all awesome. But anybody who is watching this as after I post this, okay, after the fact, if you're watching this for the first time, please subscribe to my channel because I am going to try to. I'm always trying to upgrade and everything, and I need to get back to some of my other stuff that I used to do before. Absolutely, like Baby Al have has noted, I should be talking more about my Mo stories. I should be doing some cool little cooking stuff here and there for you guys. I do want to be filming outside more too. I do want to show you some sights around Moncton, but I do want to do all that stuff. Absolutely. Of course, I love talking about music, and I still will be talking about music here and there, but I do absolutely gotta try to mix things up and give you different content. And I try to. So again, I just want he was here earlier. I just want to thank Metal Guru 60 Metal Guru 85 who goes by Johnny Gilroy for sending me this last chip challenge. That was so awesome of him. I'll leave a link to that maybe at the end here. I'll leave that last the challenge I did up here, which I had gone live to do. So I know the quality of this playback is not the greatest. I might eventually upgrade my my StreamYard account or whatever. Right now, I'm just using the free trial, but who knows what I might do in the future, how I'm going to go live. But I do want to go live a lot more often. I always wish the quality was better for you. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be mixing it up. So I think I've chatted long enough. It's good. It's been a good hour. I had a big day, and I am starting to get a little bushed and everything, and I kind of want to relax. But yes, next weekend, look forward to me going live again. I will, and I'm going to schedule it 48 hours ahead of time. So either I would say Thursday night, yeah, late Thursday night, I will schedule a live for probably I would say Saturday. I say Saturday in the afternoon, sometimes around probably around 4 p.m. Atlantic Daylight Time. Yeah, that's about the best time for me to go live. And so, yeah, next week that's what I want to do. Go live again. All right. So, okay, leave comments, everybody. Don't be afraid to hit the like button. And everybody, again, thank you for showing up. All those who have shown up to check me out on my live here today. Thank you so much. And Have a great night, Ethan. I always thank you for showing up. You've been the best. You've been a great subscriber. Love seeing you around. So okay, I'm going to finish up here. Everybody, be safe. Take care. I'll see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, just have a great day, evening, morning, night, or afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.